Well, it's that time of year again where I sit down and make a garden video. It's been, I don't know, 4 or 5 months since I've done one of these, and I have been busy terraforming. Probably gonna look a lot different than the last video that we did. And we're having kind of a nice partly cloudy, partly sunny day. We've gotten a lot of rain in the last few days, about 3 inches in the last 2 days. And all of my plants are happy, and I just got finished, for the most part, planting all of my seedlings that were in the garage, growing up to be big, strong plants. So I'm excited about showing you what's been going on, and I'm excited that in another 3 or 4 months I'm to show you what will happen, because things are just growing gangbusters around here, getting bigger and stronger. And we had a couple of issues. We had a late frost, which happens in Oklahoma basically every year, which killed off the first set of blueberries that I would have gotten on any of my blueberry bushes that I planted last summer. But that's okay, because they're double fruiting, so they should fruit in the fall, which means I'll get at least 1 harvest of blueberries off these bushes, which are growing and getting bigger and looking much better. The thing that I'm the most shocked by is the elderberries. They are getting big time. So without ado, let's go ahead and start with the back 9. This area is still developing and still growing. I planted, I don't know, a bazillion hollyhocks, and I can see them coming up back there, but it's probably going to take a few more months before I have a wall of flowers, so let's just pray for that. My goji berry took a hit here, and my goji berry over here, which you can barely see, took a hit in the frost, but they are coming back. My blueberries, however, and elderberries are going gangbusters. This is the only one that took a massive hit. Got lots of dead stuff on the top, but it'll come back. I'm not worried about it. So this is all starting to come up and look really good. My maple came back. Everything that I have planted, with the exception of 4 hibiscus, which were not hardy hibiscus, did not come back. So, but this elderberry is going gangbusters, and this one right here got chopped all the way down to the ground last year, and it is huge already. So, and then this is a black velvet, I think. I made this little compost pile over here, and I planted a rhododendron on both sides, and I planted some tomatoes in here to see if we can get some extra. So I have the weeds pile on this side, and the clean dirt and the clean compost on this side, and I got another rhodie right there. This has been the biggest thing. It's actually starting to take off. I have a lake in my backyard. I don't know if you can hear me squishing through the water back here, but you can start to see that there's flowers popping up. And my crimson clover is just stunning. I love looking out my back door into this sea of red, beautiful, gorgeous. And then you can see out there that I've got bachelor's buttons, and there's more stuff popping up all over the place out here. But it's going to take time. So hopefully in a few months, when I come back, it will be all a wall of flowers and not just crimson clover. Got a couple of trees to plant still, but I'm letting them get settled and situated before we do all that. All my peach trees came back. The only thing that didn't make it out of the trees and bushes that I put over here was I lost a pomegranate. Oh, I put in my sweet potato beds. And on the tops I put onions and strawberries on top of, and look at this beautiful strawberry. I've never seen anything like it. It's got red flowers. Most of the time they're white. So look at that gorgeous one right there. Oh, so pretty. So I put scallions, red strawberries, white strawberries, and leeks there. And then over here, gosh, it is really wet outside. I guess that's what happens when you get 3 inches. I still have to pull off all this cardboard, so don't mind the mess. But in here, I've got peppers and marigolds and snapdragons and tomatoes. And then on this same thing, I've got cucumbers, tomatoes, and I see that my cats have again pulled up another tomato plant. I'll be honest, I'm ready to murder these animals. They are not my friends. They are my foe when it comes to gardening. Then over here, this is local wild onions, and then long day onions in the middle, and then those are just what I'm going to call compost pumpkins coming up. I did a bunch of new garden beds here. These are all full of wildflowers, and I'm just waiting for them to grow up before I place them. I put this whole garden bed in, and we've got all kinds of stuff coming up. Gladiolas all in this area, freesia, that's a tomatillo. I got a grape here and a grape there. Irises, we've got, I can't even remember all the herbs that I have planted in here, but a ton of them. A lot of dill in this bed because I use a lot of dill to make ranch dressing. I don't buy ranch dressing anymore. I also have some dahlias in this bed, and right down the middle I put some calendula so that I'd have some pretty orange flowers in the middle. In this bed I've got a crap ton of herbs, strawberries. I've got strawberries almost all over the yard, but I'm just trying to, make sure that I have lots of berries because apparently I love berries. I've got a crap ton of berries. Here's another grape. Over here I've got oregano, I've got basil, I've got chamomile, I've got calendula, I've got lavender, I've got savory, I've just got so much stuff, and this is all freshly planted. And probably in 2 months, this is gonna look like this, basically, which is what we want a garden bed to look like. My mint's coming back. These are some of the babies I have not yet planted. I have a sassafras tree. I have a red Cherokee dogwood, and I've got a Rivers birch and one raspberry that I have not planted. Those are all my watermelons that I still need to plant. I've still yet to figure out where I'm going to put them all though. This bed is mostly garlic, onions, and strawberries, and you can see the strawberries are very happy. And I got some grass growing in there. So then we go over here. There's more terraforming. I have put in almost all of these garden beds. I came here and I had one garden bed, 2, and now I've got a lot more. So all of these are tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and marigolds and nasturtiums. And I need to do some trellis, but we are very excited about having tomatoes in this house. We're tomato lovers. I make tomatoes, everything, salsa, sauce, you name it. It's yes. And somehow my cats have managed to stay the F out of this garden bed. I put in this little area, which needs to be vinegared so that all the green stuff died. And then I put in this little trash can caddy because I was getting tired of looking at my trash can and having my trash can be in a pile of mud. So I put it on top of this thing, but I burned these pellets and put them up because it looks good. So here, and over there where that pink flag is an elephant ear. And then down here, this is like my lettuce, leafy greens, raspberries. I've got 8 different varieties. I actually have 9 varieties of raspberry, but I have not put them all in. I still have 2 I need to put into the ground. But you can see my lettuce is starting to come up. I have lettuce, radicchio, endive, and I have like 4 or 5 different types of lettuce in here. I put some toothache plant, a sage bush, which is looking a little rough, but it's starting to pop back up. Artichokes. This is an indigo, wild blue indigo. And then I've got a bunch of things that are starting to pop up. Chrysanthemum, poppies, bok choy. Gosh, I have so much stuff. I have it all written down. I can't remember everything right now, but it's a lot. So those are one of the new garden beds. And then you can see my red clover is really starting to take off everywhere. It looks really good. when you're driving down the street, you can just see a sea of red. And then every Friday they come and mow it down, and then by Friday it's all back. In this garden bed, I have planted dahlias, red orris, blueberries, currants, a cherry tree, beets, cilantro, parsley, snapdragons, and not peonies. I don't even remember. It's a lot. It's a lot in here. And right down the middle is all sorrel, which is like this beautiful leafy green, which will be, it tastes like spinach. And then I got some thyme down here. This is my imperial white currant, which I'm super excited about because it makes really good jam and jelly. I got some more elderberries right there. And then over here, this is just a twin to the other garden bed over there. I have almost everything is identical with the exception of I didn't put sorrel in this one. I put echinacea. And my cats have already killed one of my echinacea, of course. God, you know, why do they have to dig up the stuff I just put in? That's all I gotta say. Why can't they dig up the stuff that I didn't put in? Maybe I can save this little guy right here. Fuckers. And it's not like they don't have a fucking potty box that I built them. Right here. Do you see this? Sand. Just so they can go to the bathroom and not be dirty. But no, of course not. They don't listen to anything I do. So this is my front garden bed. This way, I'm pulling out all these bulbs and I'm gonna inoculate this with vinegar and Epsom salt because I cannot kill this grass fast enough. It kills me. So in here I've got artichokes, I've got my pansies, which are looking really great, and then I've got some strawberries along the front of my rose, and there's my first rose blossom. And then you can see little baby seeds popping up, which I think are zinnias, because I planted a crap ton of zinnias because all this is just going to stay green and I don't want it to be all green. But artichoke, 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 artichoke. I got 5 of them up here, and then I've got I've got coral fountain amaranth, and I have red amaranth in between all the corals so that they grow up real tall. And then they have the beautiful flowing flowers, and all these pansies are gonna die back anyway. So the reason my chairs are down is because we've had some storms and the wind is really bad. My banana also, I'm sorry it looks so terrible, but we've had some wind and it was in the garage all winter getting weak. Unfortunately, you take them from the natural or the artificial light into the natural light and they just kick the bucket for the most part. I do have an amaryllis getting ready to bloom, and ever since I put my citrus outside, with the exception of course, my lemon, which is the most finicky, it is growing back. Look, there it is. It's like, I am alive. I am happy. I just am temperamental. Another mandarin, and then my golden nugget mandarin, and I put this little guy in too. And I have some elephant ear coming in over here. I did have a hibiscus here. It didn't make it. And I had a hibiscus right here. It didn't make it. But this one did just fine. And look, we got some mushrooms growing next to it. Looks like some milky ink caps. Yeah. So I'm thinking about putting a tree right here. I gotta come in this way and go forward a little bit because I know there's a cable somewhere in here. See where that thing is. So, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. So that's pretty much everything that I've done in the yard. I know it probably doesn't seem like a lot, but it really is. There's been a lot going on, and I'm super happy with everything so far. I'm excited about finally getting peaches on my peach tree this year. That late harvest or that late frost almost killed all of them, and I don't think I'm getting any pears this year because of it. Yeah, I don't see any pears on that tree. But at least the tree survived. So we're happy about that. Anyway, I also put in this patio to extend my outdoor living space, which has been wonderful. We've used it 2 or 3 times already this year. Got the fire pit, which also doubles as a barbecue. Got these beautiful, they're the plastic PVC at the Wally World on Clarence, my favorite, Uncle Clarence. And I've got all my indoor hanging plants out and all my outdoor plants. And I brought back the frog oasis. They like to hang out there, and I don't mind. I think it's actually kind of cool that I got a gang of toads and frogs that live in my backyard. So that's really it. But I'm really excited about what's going to happen in the next 3 or 4 months. I'm really excited to bring you guys another video of things really going off. Dahlias and peonies, and the plants are bigger than just little seedlings. So I hope you enjoyed our little tour, and I'm looking forward to our next video, and I hope you have a great day.